give it a second just for everything to come online while I'm restarting this live stream. Could do, like I said, the Indy cars at Atlanta start at 4:15, since my Madden career is now dead. Dead. Deader than Jimmy Hoffa. We're going to go ahead and just abandon that altogether. Like I said, if I lost the Dolphins, I was done. I was done. So now we're going to race some Indy cars here at Atlanta and see how we do. Last time I ran last night, we had a second place finish. Now that was on some fuel strategy and some good breaks with the late green flag run that let my pit strategy work out. But typically I'm pretty competitive here because they're fun race. Just a little bit of throttle control, nothing super serious like Richmond, where it gets real bad. Hopefully here in just a second we'll have the screen come live. There it is. Pops right up for all of you guys. We'll run a little bit of practice. If you got any questions, want to talk A Sports, anything, practice is a great time because I don't pay that much attention. But there's also just something not quite right where I'm dropping a ton of frames right now. Even though I've got really low frame usage, I'm sure if I run a speed test real quick, I got plenty good internet speed. So maybe a one-day only attempt at all of these different platforms. We'll go back to just a committed Twitch. So if you enjoy watching me do sports gaming, it's twitch.tv/Jason Benicki. Again, because I got a hunch that a lot of my problems right now with the stream performance is due to the setup I'm using. But we'll see how that goes. If you're watching and it's real choppy, let me know. Because it looks like it should be really bad stream based off of the numbers I'm getting on OBS. Don't want to get black flagged before we even get started. Instead, we're going to spin before we even get started. That's all right. We're just going to go right back into the pits, reset, start over. So one nice thing with practice, you mess up in practice, you just start over. No harm, no foul. Oops, I'm about to get black flag for speeding on the pits. So, you know what? Easy way to fix that again. Reset. Go back. Make sure we pay attention to the speed limit this time. Third time's the charm. That's what they say, right? Out here, hopefully we won't spin. Hopefully we won't wreck. So again, this is a pretty easy one. You get into sixth gear and you just kind of let it go. A lot of throttle control. Some good efforts here. Earlier I was running the Xfinity cars at Indianapolis. That is not a fun experience for me, to be honest. Not something I enjoy all that much. But something I got to do to get my Class A license. Try and take the high line and then cut underneath coming off the corner. Like knife through a hot butter that pass was. Just a couple of quick laps to get some heat in the tires. Now we're going to try and run a qualifying lap here, which for me is going to be full throttle down, all the way down to the white line in both corners. risk losing it because we're trying to. Last time I raced, about 25.4 was the pole speed. Definitely got to get a lot more competitive with my qualifying speeds if I want to be more competitive, not have to be caught back in the mess. So we're going to get aggressive here, see what we get out of that lap. 25.4. So right around where the pole speeds have been. It's able to hold it down. Hopefully that'll carry over. Back-to-back 25.4s, perfect. Really all we need. Still only 5th fastest in this practice session, but that's alright. Alright, we're going to take a break in the pits here. Not a whole lot of reason for me to keep pushing it, but so we'll just see how that works and go with that. Going to have a few minutes before, so I'm going to hop on my iPad and just see how the stream feeds looks. All the different platforms. Any comments, any questions? Now it's time to throw them out there, because once I get into the race, it gets to be really tough for me to keep up with the chat, particularly in the Indy cars. It gets to be really rough. My rage quit of Madden earlier. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, quality looks decent there. So let's see if the quality is good here. If it's holding up good on the Twitch stream, then I'm going to go back around a few more laps. Get me ready, because I dropped down to 7th fastest. So we'll see how that goes. But seems to be fine. Gonna hear my Facebook notifications. Turn my iPad upside down so I can't even see it. Now run a few more laps. Just have about 4 minutes before we flip over to the race settings, where I won't do any practice. I never do, because that can actually cost you safety rating and iRating. But then from there I'll switch over to will qualify, and then we will go live racing. 75 laps usually here. It's a 75 lap race. with quick cautions, unlimited tires. Fuel strategy usually plays a huge part because as you get to the end of the race, about to the halfway point, you start to get a lot of green flag runs. So again, I get our one up to speed lap here, and then we're going to try and run some qualifying laps again. Again, if I can be that 25.4, I think I'll be all right. That little bobble is going to cost us. Probably put us at about 25.6, 25.5. High 25.5, low 25.6. And that's assuming I can hold this corner. But that's why you get 2 qualifying laps, right? No, 25.39. I guess I was wrong. It's alright though. I'm alright with those kind of speeds. Hopefully. Scary part is that only keeps me at 9th fastest in this group. So that obviously means, again, you'll find if you do any iRacing of your own, that the speeds will vary based on time of day. So, you know, the track's faster some times, sometimes not. So that's the one tough part with trying to guess your practice speeds for your qualifying speeds. Because like I said earlier, 25.3 would have put me on the pole last night. Oop. Glance over to the monitor. Okay. Now we start rolling down the hill. You think I have too much damage? That's alright though. That's a good time to get out. Watch the replay of that accident make up for me glancing over to try and check the chat. Oop, definitely clipped that car coming out. Terrible time to come out. But again, we should be getting ready to switch over to the race now. And there it is. So we're going to make a move. Like I said, I'm not going to do any and we'll see if I get desktop audio working again, because earlier it wasn't either when I did iRacing. So maybe it's a glitch with the iRacing software, the way it's interacting with. All looks good. 2 minutes before this is done. Hopefully by then my system will recover, but get out here for practice and hopefully figure out, get the game audio straightened out. That desktop audio. Well, guess I can grab my iPad and see if there's any. grab my iPad and see if there's any. But it's definitely not picking up the desktop audio at all, because plenty of cars. Just turn the music off. It's definitely not picking up the desktop audio at all, because plenty of cars. Just turn the music off. Alright, I seem to fix that desktop audio issue. Again, we'll try and kick back in some music as well. See if that'll work for you. Give it a try and see what we get. Kick back into music as well. See if that'll work for you. Give it a try. Alright, so seem to fix that as well. So now you get some desktop audio. You get some music. Hopefully that'll hold up. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit so I can talk over it. Similar to before. And now, go wait about another 10 seconds or so, then we'll go qualify. Thanks for sticking through me with all these tests and figuring out all my audio issues. Have that all figured out. Thermometers 25.5 is the poll right now. So we're anywhere near where we practice. We're gonna have a chance here. Now see, there's the 25.4. Like I said, I knew that around 25.4 was what it was going to take to get a pole here. As I said earlier, the music I'm listening to today is Blue October, all from their independent label, so hopefully there's no copyright strikes or claims on that.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Any of the avenues I'm streaming this on, which is my home Facebook page, my YouTube channel, twitch.tv/JasonBenicki, youtube.com/JasonBenicki, and also my Twitter page, if there be a live streaming platform.
One more lap.
Definitely a slow first lap. Didn't quite hold the bottom white line there. But at this point, there's no letting off the gas, so whatever we have is what we have here. $25.
Chicken flag, chicken flag.
10? 7? Again, neither one was a great lap, but I thought they were better than that. Oh well, can't win them all, can you? Also, thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time checking me out, please feel free to subscribe if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you're already a friend. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and give me a follow. I'd love to keep doing this as much as I can. So I have another minute before race. So if you have any questions, want to talk any sports, have any comments, now would be the perfect time to do that. Because once I get into the race, other than cautions, not going to have much of a chance to look over at the chat. And that's why I wanted to get some music going on the stream. Trying to figure out that glitch. So right now, I just have free Spotify. So at some point there'll be ads as well. So hopefully that works out.
Take me off your worry list, just throw it away. Yeah, it's time to stand up on my own. I'm packing it up.
Appreciate it.
This is what my story's about. I might have been gone, but I never walked on. I'm packing it up. I'm coming today. This is what your story's about. Oh, pretty little girl, can you figure it out? If it helps to know, so there is no doubt. Just listen to the stories. Not everything is glorious. Some hurt, some love, some shout. I fought the world and I lost that bout. And you all
Don't turn too deep or you'll spin.
I might have been gone.
One lap to green. You're on the outside this time. Closed. Pit road
Stayed
is
10 out
closed.
of 18. Had 4 that didn't qualify. There's one thing, if I ever had the power to fix one thing in iRacing, it would be the ability to not qualify. You should be able to skip practice, you should be able to skip anything, but qualifying everybody should have to do. That's that way we don't have the cars trying to jam up through the back that are way faster. I mean, I guess you could still sandbag qualifying, and you know, no reason to, because it's just a straight up qualifying method, but so many people try to get their safety rating up by just riding around at the back of the pack, and they eventually end up causing more problems than the people who race on tracks where you can't get that far away. I mean, here at Atlanta, you know, it's a 25-second lap, and these Indy cars, it doesn't take you very long to fall behind and not keep up with everybody. So, just kind of got to get through it and do what you can. To me, you know, it's take it easy. Don't race hard early. Get to the second half of the race once the field has thinned out, and then you'll be set to go. You know, then you put the hammer down. Usually by then there's maybe 10-ish, half the field left on the lead lap if you're on the high side.
Second gear, never do anything in first gear, boys. Except for victory donuts.
I do those in sixth.
And your mom. Just kidding.
Is that your one per list?
Oh, really? That was funny. Back when I fell off my pet dinosaur. I know.
Also known as your mom.
I remember when I had my first beer. Yesterday.
Definitely going to be a chatty race.
It was delicious.
About to go green. Stay focused. The pace car is off. Be ready. The pace car is off. Be ready. Green, green, green. Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Spinning on the backstretch.
I was blocking like crazy on the very first
I
lap.
love getting a 4X and somebody comes right down across me.
Insanity. Every time to start.
Hey man, it's the first lap. There's only 74 to go. They got to get that position.
You're in the top 10.
They're hitting a wall in 1 and 2.
The yellow flag is out. They want you in
Hey, that took
single
2
file.
whole laps.
Pit
That might
road
be a
is
record.
closed right
but-
now. Catch up.
Oh,
5.
weird. My spotter told me yellow's out.
Left
there was
up
no
12.
yellow.
Car by.
Coming under you, 11.
Catch up. 5. Car.
So I managed to
Come on, man,
start
tap that brake
and
pedal.
stay
Come
in
on.
10, even with 2 cars ahead of me wrecking, thanks to the terrible start the outside line had, where the
Pit road
guy
is now open.
Pick up 1,
wouldn't quite stay tight.
2, I mean. Is it 1
But
or 2?
given that there was only a couple of cars,
That's actually 3.
3, okay. Pick up 3.
laps in,
You
I'm not
just got
going
all
to
the
pit like I
guys going
normally
in the
would
one
earlier.
slam on their brakes.
Good. Paying attention at least.
We going 65 up here, boys.
Yeah, turn numbers painted on the wall for your convenience.
Yeah, I see that now.
Well, we're going slow enough to see it now.
For thousands of years, orchestrating some of history's most controversial events. Take a journey
For
through
your
the
convenience.
passageways and become a member of the Parcast Original
For your Sunday
Series
drive
Secret
convenience.
Societies. Every Thursday, secret societies provide
Just look out the passenger side window and you'll see a 1 go by and a 2 go by.
and debaucherous high society.
I hope the
clubs.
2's going by, 'cause that's me.
Check out the podcast Secret Societies. Follow and listen now on Spotify.
Well, it's a little easier when the back stretch and the front
Look
stretch
around
different.
your home. Could your style use a refresh?
Is it a bad thing if the 2 goes by before the 1? Does that mean I'm going?
One yet.
Sofas to ottomans and decor from pillows
That means
to
you become the
and
one.
mattresses. And more ways to save means more ways to bring out your style. How does that look? With furniture and decor, start summer here. HomeDepot.com. How doers get more done. Valid on select items online only through
Someone
July
always likes to take my front end off.
$5 or more. Visit HomeDepot.com for more information.
At Napa, we've stopped thinking outside the box. Instead, we're thinking inside the bucket. The $2.99 Napa bucket, to be exact. When you fill those bad boys with auto parts,
Are we
you
there
get
yet?
20% off 3 or more items that fit inside. No overthinking required.
Just a little bit
Just
longer.
Get your bucket, fill it up, and save.
Did you guys
20%.
make sure you renewed your eye-pacing
People,
subscription?
That's Napa Know-How. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores, exclusions apply. May not be combined with
I don't want
another offer.
eye-pacing.
7/31/20.
Sorry guys, I was adjusting my seat. Couple clicks here, couple clicks there, makes a big difference.
10 foil.
Past the 21 car.
Well, what happened there?
Catch the 5 car.
Checking up in turn 3.
3 guys.
Yeah, they are.
Coming out forward.
1 left to green.
All right, we're staying single file.
Oh, 1 more. Good. Way to go.
then as always, I will drop into second after we get past.
If they could shorten these yellows by 2 laps, I'd be happy.
Tighten the field up a little bit, that'd be nice.
Let's get organized on this backstretch.
Alright, let's see how many laps we can go green here.
Get ready, going
I'm betting
green.
less than 5, particularly the way that group behind us is laying way back. They're going to try to get a big run on us and cause all kinds of chaos.
Pace car is off. Time to do your job. Pace car is off. Green, green, green. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now. Leather, no. Carbide, you had the position when the yellow flag came
I'm literally
out.
at the tail end of the field, and when I said green, 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 I started to gas, and nobody was going.
On your inside, 19.
Catch up, 9. Car.
Oh, much fun this is.
That was long, not 5 laps. We didn't make it a single
How did
lap.
he get past him on the inside?
Come on, guys, the pace car is in the middle of the backstretch. We gotta go all the way around.
I figured.
Catch
Well, we
up, 5.
We
Car.
got 3
Pit
more
road's
laps to do
open.
it now, so.
Go learn if you ever do this on the IndyCar circuit. Some of these guys try to start in first gear, and it constantly is a problem. Thought we warned all these guys against trying to start in first gear, but apparently they never listen.
Or get up here.
I didn't get none of that.
Wasn't making fun of the guys wrecking for trying to start in first gear.
I start in first gear every time, and I'm in second. All you have to do is feather the throttle.
Yeah, I start in first gear as well. The back car is in turn 1, take second.
Start finish. Check up, start finish.
You mean y'all don't start in 6? I just start in 6 and just hold it down the whole time.
It seemed like half the field started on 6 that time.
Half lap, 21.
Start
Car.
hard for race, don't you?
N for never gonna lose.
N for not today, baby.
No, that looks like a fire truck, a marching band, and the mayor up there up front.
Run over the marching band.
Your love is like a car crash, babe, you're moving too fast.
The great Atlanta caution circle. Thought it was be 100 and...
Maybe in the next update
Well,
they'll
50.
add waving so we can wave to the crowd as we pace around.
I love that idea. Just be able to wave because we run so many
More
laps of
crowd.
caution. Just notice on my frames percent.
The one
is
made
way
up of
down.
9 different people multiplied by like 1 million.
First, I have empty stands on my screen.
COVID solidarity, right on.
Trying to practice my social distancing from people.
That's the whole reason I got this.
The whole reason I got this because I lost my job 3 months ago. I might be going back in 2 weeks, though. It's gonna be horrible.
Hope you got some of that sweet unemployment.
Whenever it actually shows up, being Florida's an absolute shit show. Governor says 100% of people have been paid. Go on their Facebook page. There's at least 10,000 people posting there weekly that they've never gotten paid, that they're still pending eligible.
Yeah, they're tending to the narrative more than they're tending to the people.
And the $600 CARES Act money stopped for somewhere around 1 million people in the middle of May, and they can't figure out why, and they still haven't paid it.
Wow.
Works 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
Did you say that Florida didn't you have a record number of new cases today as well?
Did we break 10,000 today? I don't know. I don't even watch the news anymore.
Well, the CDC got all the COVID cases mixed in with the other cases for just having the whatchamacallit, I can't even remember the name. Antibodies, having the antibodies. They mixed both of them up. The antibodies and the positive COVID are all lumped in together.
Yeah, that I know. That's kind of bullshit because they're asymptomatic, or if they've already had the virus and they have the antibodies, they're like, oh, you're positive.
Exactly.
Catch
that
up,
up. It's going to take several weeks to get that straightened out.
Yep, we broke 10,000 today according to the data I'm seeing. Jesus Christ. But yet somehow New Jersey only reports 7 cases. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's almost like they took it seriously.
Catch up, 5, car.
Well, one thing I'll say about Florida is they started reopening like other states at the beginning of May. We did not see a spike in Florida until 2 weeks after all the protesting started. And the spikes are in the counties where all the protesting happened. And miraculously, it's the age group that was doing all the protesting, the 30 to 45.
It's because they didn't get their participation trophy.
So now they're all running out, getting tested, and going, oh shit, I'm positive. God damn it. But yet, death numbers
This
are
is always
still
a fun part about
down here.
Catch up, 5, car.
Tighten the group up, tighten the group up.
It's all of the people chatting politics.
One of my friends actually has it from work, and, well, not from work, but he has it, and he said it's just like having a mild flu, actually. He said it doesn't have the cough or the sore throat or
Pace car is
anything.
in. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag.
Here come the speeding up assholes behind us. Gotta get heat in my tires. I haven't ran enough laps to get heat in the tires yet.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, that was one full lap, guys. I'm proud of us. Thanks for that. They're wrecking backstretch.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side.
No caution.
Clear high.
How about one?
I was expecting.
Yeah, we're both off the track.
You're in
The pace car driver is currently at the bar.
outside. Clear.
God damn it, what was with this spotter going yellows out?
Spotter must be taking a piss.
I see the wreck there is going to cost us some time on the track getting up to the back, but again, I have full faith in another caution coming before that becomes a big issue.
Too much damage. We're done. Well, that's what happens when someone drives into the back of you. Next time, guys.
Outside. Clear high.
Dog leg in the trial
You're
almost
back in fifth.
jumped up and got me again. It's alright though. Settle in now. Hopefully we get a little bit of a green flag run. Give us a gap before we get to the next caution. Again, I want to get to at least lap 30, 31. If you get to 31, you can make it to the end of the race on fuel. But definitely going to need something to tighten this back up for me to have any chance to do anything successful today. Because we got so spread out there when that off the track wreck happened. I mean, not that I'd be upset with the top 5, but you get a chance to win. You want to, you know, when you get running good, you want a chance to win. And this is just a fun track to run at, so there's always going to be a chance.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks, finding something good on TV. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners Insurance, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
It's your home speaking, and I need you to do me a couple of favors. First,
So kind of settled into a nice little gap here. Everybody's kind of spread out, both in front and behind me. I guess to be some of the most dangerous driving, because then you either try to push a little harder or you let a little off and you get off rhythm. So you got to really keep yourself focused when you're kind of in these gaps, which does happen in the IndyCar racing.
Shuffling is really great for some things, like showing off at poker night or dominating the dance floor with big beat drops. But what happens when shuffling isn't the right move? If you want to play your favorite song right now, you need Spotify Premium. With Premium, you'll leave shuffle behind.
No, Spotify, I don't use Premium. I'm not paying extra. Random song order is just fine. There's a little bit of ground to the car behind me, but not much. And some of that's just to try and take care of my tires at this point. Car spinning across the track still doesn't get us a caution.
You're in 4th position.
I think they've gone a little extra cautious on this cautions this time, so that was a little bit of lapse of focus there. get back in and get refocused. Well, we're holding steady now for the last couple laps at about 2.8. Let's see if that can keep up. Again, I'm really counting on a caution at this point. I have gained a few tenths on the leader. Gone from 8.1 to 7.8. So there is some value, but again, lose it all right there in that corner. So. Some more there. Oh, no. Felt tight there. Also picking up some, stretching out the gap against the car behind me now. With the 3.0. All of our tires are starting to give up the ghost now. Lost a lot of time that lap. Ugh. Gonna stop looking at the lap time and just run the race. So I gotta remind myself to do the job you're here to do. Like I said, it gets a little rough sometimes when you're in the it's just a big vacuum by yourself. Not getting off of 1 and 2 as good as I had been before. Oh, now somebody's playing with the text to chat up there. Fantastic, just what I love to see.
Coming up on halfway here.
Halfway, nowhere near enough gas. Got about, the lap 60 is about what we got gas for, maybe a little more. No, actually a little less than lap 60, but still. Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping somebody bobbles and spins, and it isn't me. there would be some advantage to short pitting if you really, really, really believed that there would be a caution. The problem is, my luck, I would short pit and then there'd be a caution. Because the extra time with fresh tires would be huge right now. We'd be making up a half second plus a lap. Tires are giving up enough to go, so losing fourth positions could become a very real possibility. I think once I lose fourth, I'm going to make the gamble and short pit.
Outside. Keep low. Outside is clear.
I'm just not that gambler, though, on the short pitting idea. I know.
Car outside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside.
Get your ass back on the track, because you completely missed that pit road entrance. Whew. That failed miserably. Oh, and you're going to get black flag. Oh, that was a miserable one. Going to lose laps. Gonna. That's what I get for trying any kind of strategy. Just blows up in my face. God dang it. Knew I should have pitted at the beginning.
The leader's pitting now.
John Quinney was 10 years old.
And then everybody's
he
pitting,
testified
so...
against his own father.
Sorry about that, dude.
For a long time, the proudest thing I ever did was sending my dad to jail, you know? That was it.
But now, 2 decades later, he's convinced his dad was innocent. His dad and hundreds of others, falsely accused in a
luckily
panic
some other
that
people are
swept
having
the
bad pit
country.
experiences as well, but not lose 2 laps because
From
of speeding
Gimlet,
on pit road.
Conviction,
Bad.
American Panic is out now. Tap now to listen for free on Spotify.
Go, go, go!
Thanks for listening to Spotify.
Go,
No,
go,
really.
go. It was
You
an
could have
awful
listened to
race
the radio.
anyways.
You could have spun some vinyl. You could have played a cassette tape. You could have listened to an 8-track tape. If you knew what an 8-track tape looked like. But you listened to Spotify.
I'm assuming you have to
Thanks
pit
for
for fuel.
And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy.
You'll run out if you don't.
Okay, that's my first race here. I was just making sure.
Small your businesses, making your own ad on Spotify Ad Studio is as easy as 1, 2.
Alright, let's get back out here and see what we can salvage as other people have to pit.
We'll voice and produce it at no extra cost. 2. Reach Spotify listeners based on their interests, demographics, music tastes, and more. 3. Set your budget, set your dates, and you're done. Try it today at AdStudio.com.
I've got to find a way to be focused while I'm Twitch streaming. Because my problem is I start focusing on the stream and not on the race. And it's always I've not had a good race on a Twitch stream yet. Jesus Christ, pick a lane.
Outside. Stay low. Outside, clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
Police car just trying to wreck himself there.
The leader's pitting now. Car outside. Clear outside.
Wasn't quite like a locked-in focus to me to get me back into the racing rhythm. Problem is, of course, I already did myself in. I'm missing pit lane the first time, by speeding the second time. Just a miserable experience the whole way around. Now that we'll be seeing if we can get back into the top 10 at least.
Caution, yellow flag.
Oh,
Line up,
God
single
dang it.
file.
Come on.
Closed, pit road is closed. Got 10 laps to go.
Right on the backstretch.
Catch start 18. Car.
Wow.
Oh, what a run.
Sorry, one car. There's no way I was catching the one car after those pit stops.
Check going into 3.
Catch start 18. Car.
You best believe I'm going to be pitting here for tires on this next one.
Dude, you're gonna wreck me.
Pace car, turn 1.
I think he missed his pit stall is what happened.
I think you're right.
I saw him duck in and then swerve back out.
That's rough.
Pit road's open.
Either way, I'm happy I ran it from 22nd back up to 3rd place so far.
Catch start 18. Car.
And I got a damaged front wing because of the guy that swerved across the front of me and took himself out right on lap 2 or something.
I'm glad that trend did not continue.
Well, both cautions involved me, neither of which were my fault. Somebody ran right into the back of me in the corner and took themselves out, too. From the look of my mirror, it looked like he got loose and ran right into the corner of me and spun out.
Gotta love those heroes, man.
Yeah, I really don't know why I put you on that last one there. I was like kind of committed to do whatever the one car did. He went in. I should have just went back out. 4 laps left, and then what? 5th? I ain't gonna be enough time.
They want you in single file.
I was expecting a bunch to follow us in, but it didn't happen. And I probably had the freshest tires out of everybody.
Yeah, I hear you. There was just enough of green flags after, the green flag stopped where I was like, it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Me and the one car was sitting 1-2. If we don't go in, we're going to get run over. If we go in, this is going to happen. It's not too bad. There's 7 cars on the lead lap. We'll see. The race so far, though.
Yeah, I mean, I pitted on 60, so...
We're going to need some wrecks to get us into the top 10. Which really isn't much of an accomplishment, to be honest. But, again, when you speed through pit road, lose 2 laps...
I was doing whatever you guys did. If you guys split, I was staying on the track.
And, turn out bad every single time, so...
Catch start 13, car.
But I will survive without having wrecks.
Catch start 13, car.
I will most likely only have the 1 incident point for my safety rating. So I got at least that going for me when I race again later tonight. I think I'll skip live streaming that, because for whatever, I'll record it, I just won't live stream it, because anything I live stream, this has turned out to be a disaster.
I do like this track with these cars, though. I really do.
It's pretty intense.
Sure is, with that force feedback on the wheel. It's a bumpy track.
I have mine set to about 10, so my steering wasn't flying all over the place.
And I turned mine down before the race because it was just too much.
I feel like I might should turn mine down. My depth jumps every now and then if I hit a bump wrong.
Yep, he's going back in. Something's wrong.
1 to go, next
One
time
tire
right.
with us.
Tires are in the
13, car.
So we get to 2 laps down, so I've only got
5 laps to go.
3 laps to go. And there's only one other car, 2 laps down, so again, I need a pretty quick incident to happen for me to make up.
Chadwick's, though, it's a net loss of 2 positions. Not too bad.
Yeah, I was wondering what was happening. It was showing we were in this or that, and then he went in. I was counting. I assumed somebody needed to get past, but okay, I'll take it.
But I should be able to fly right past the number 18.
Yeah, we had a left
take
car in front of us, and they have to drop to the back in this
a
race.
couple of spots ahead of me. He's just not going very far.
Yeah, we have a lap car in 4th position too.
Watch out, they might spin tires.
About to go green, stay focused.
Well, it's been fun racing with y'all. Let's make this clean on the last 3.
Well, no matter what happens, if the caution
Car is
flies,
off.
that's it.
Post car is off, time to do your job. Green, green, green. You've got 2 laps to go. You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. Car outside. Stay low.
Man, if they didn't let
Still
him
there,
get out
hold
that big of
your
a
own.
lead, I would have
Outside
had
is
him.
clear. Car outside. Outside, clear.
Really, dude? Really?
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
He got such a jump
Okay,
there. Good
we'll
job,
get him next
Patrick.
time.
P2, P3 didn't get up to speed.
Yeah, it was a good race, clean, especially at the end there for 2, 3, and 4.
Out at the start finish.
Trying not to get into anybody. I had to run on somebody, but I was like, screw it.
I might have just set the fast lap too in there.
All right, I'm done for now.
Yeah, you did.
Thanks for tuning in.
25.067.
End to that race. Thanks to that guy coming down.
Yeah, I made a small adjustment to my ARBs and I was flying coming out of the corner.
But we'll see if that even pops up for you. Because a lot of times once I switch screens, it goes black before any of that does. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you can check me out next